Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the documents that big companies don't necessarily want you to read. Today we're diving into Patriot Gold Corporation's latest annual report, and trust me, this one has more twists than a gold mine shaft, but not the valuable kind. We'll look at what Patriot Gold actually does, then check out some financials that point to big challenges ahead and how they're dealing with legal problems that could make or break the company. Patriot Gold is in the business of finding and developing natural resources, mainly gold. They hunt for promising land, try to prove there's valuable stuff underground, and then hopefully turn it into a working mine. Right now they're focused on exploration projects in Nevada. A key thing to remember about Patriot Gold is that they often work through smaller companies that they own fully or partially. For example, they used to have Provex Resources, which later became gold-based, to handle some of their mining options. This kind of structure can get complicated quickly. Patriot likes to make deals where other companies can earn a stake in their projects by spending money on exploration. It's a way to share the risk, but also means giving up some potential profit. Here's where things get a little concerning. The report tells us they had almost no fundraising this past year. The company says that because they're not getting royalty payments from the Moss mine right now, they might need to find more money to keep the company running in the near future. Let's dig into the risks Patriot Gold is facing, because there is a mountain of them. The biggest one, they might need more money and can't guarantee they'll get it when they need it. Basically, they are not sitting on a pile of cash and rely on finding money as they go. Another massive risk is the fact that finding gold is super risky. Just because they bought a promising looking piece of land doesn't mean there is anything valuable there. Finding gold and other precious metals is hard and often turns out to be a waste of time and money. And let's not forget the weather. Harsh weather can make it impossible to get to their mining claims, which means they just can't work. And a mining company that can't mine is in a bit of a pickle. Okay. Let's jump over to the legal situation. As of the date of this filing, the company's involved in legal proceedings. The big issue is with Golden Vertex, the company running the Moss mine. Golden Vertex stopped paying royalties to Patriot Gold and other royalty holders. That's money Patriot Gold was expecting, and now it's in jeopardy. So Patriot Gold took Golden Vertex to court. Golden Vertex has requested bankruptcy protection, which throws a wrench into Patriot Gold's collection efforts. The court has ordered Golden Vertex to set aside assets that Patriot Gold hopes to claim, but the final outcome is still very uncertain. Let's look at Patriot Gold's different properties. They have a few different irons in the fire. First and foremost is their royalty agreement with the Moss mine. This is their most important asset. However, because it's just a royalty, they don't have a lot of control or inside information about how the mine is being run. They also own the Vernal property. It's an early stage project and is estimated to be worth around $55,000. They're trying to figure out if there's enough gold there to make it worthwhile to develop. It's just a potential but not a proven asset. Finally, we have Windy Peak, which is another exploration property where they're hunting for gold. Time to put on our investor hats. Here's what a quick dive into their financials tells us. Patriot Gold's financial picture is pretty bleak. Their cash holdings plummeted from about $1.7 million to just $400,000 between the end of last year and the year before. That's a huge drop. Meanwhile, their debts, which are accounts payable, have gone way up. This suggests they're struggling to pay their bills, and they have written off a tax asset, which could mean that they don't expect to make profits anytime soon to take advantage of the tax write-off. And looking at the income statements, the company went from a profit of about $83,000 to a loss of over $3 million. A large culprit for this sudden dip is the huge drop in royalty revenue of over $1.5 million. Because of the royalty payments from Golden Vertex being suspended, the number of shares used to calculate the per share loss has decreased, but that is from the company repurchasing shares, cancelling shares. It seems like the cash flows match the story of the income statement. They used a lot more cash to keep the company afloat instead of making money. It's notable that they spent money buying back their own stock, which might help the stock price, but it uses up cash that could be used for exploration. Diving a bit deeper, the report points out that because the company is small, it has some control weaknesses in its financial reporting. That means the numbers might not be as reliable as we'd like, and a possibility of misstatement of their financial condition exists. To fix this, they are promising to make improvements to how they handle invoices and communicate financial information. This fix is expected sometime in 2025. The fees they paid to their auditors actually increased, which is a bit odd given their financial difficulties. It might indicate more scrutiny or complexity in their accounting. The president also takes on the role of CEO and CFO, which is a lot of responsibility on one person and might spread them too thin. It's interesting to note that the president is choosing to take part of his compensation in the form of company stock instead of cash. This could mean he's confident in the company's future, but it also might mean the company is short on cash and doesn't have many choices. He also has quite a few stock options, which could be great if the company does well or worthless if it does poorly. So what's the bottom line here? Patriot Gold is in a tough spot to it. They have some promising assets, but their financial situation is shaky. They're fighting a legal battle to get money they're owed and trying to keep their operations going with limited funds. Their financial reports are also a little shaky. The company's future depends heavily on a positive outcome in their legal fight with Golden Vertes. Success there could turn things around, but if they fail to recover those funds, they'll likely need to raise more capital somehow, which can come at a big cost to existing investors. As it stands, Patriot Gold looks like a very risky investment, but if you're a risk taker, then there might be a high potential payout, but only if you are lucky. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives and let me know what companies you want me to decode next in the comments below.